doing in there? Man, this is November. I need to do my fucking laundry.
I just don't know what I'm doing, man. The rubber video was taken down and I just don't have any direction.
What the fuck are you playing there, motherfucking Anthem? Get the fuck out of here, make a video on that shit.
So just in case you haven't seen a video describing the origins of Pokemon already, let me just go over that for you. So once upon a time, there was a little boy who liked catching bugs in the forest. But then he ran off and got older, found out that forest had been paved over, and he was like, you know what? I'll make my own catching bugs, with blackjack and hookers, until they made me remove the blackjack. That man was Satoshi Tajiri. And then he teamed up with Ken Sugimori and made a bunch of things that weren't Pokemon. And then they made Pokemon! Pokemon is an RPG where you take the role of a 10-year-old Pokemon trainer. Your goal is to complete the Pokédex by catching all of the monsters in the region and to take the Pokemon League Challenge, defeating all 8 gym leaders and then the Elite Four, making you the newest Pokemon Master. I'm just covering my bases, bear with me. You do so by battling wild Pokemon, weakening them and then capturing them with a Pokeball, to then train and battle against other wild Pokemon and other Pokemon trainers. Make sense? Catch monster, train monster, beat monster. Beat other monster, don't beat your Pokemon. What's up?
Hey man, everything cool over there? My dimensional plot reason machine that I'm gonna make up right now on the spot is showing readings of multiverse yucky bad stuff in your area.
No, I enlisted those videos.
What? No, I mean...
The game starts out with Professor Oak giving you your first Pokemon, a Pikachu, and the Pokédex for you to complete to help with his Pokemon research. This is also where you meet your rival. Canonically his name is Blue in North America and Green in Japan, but you can call him whatever the fuck you want. He's there to be an asshole, to roadblock you at every turn and catch you right when you're the most tired to rub your face in the mud. Along the way, you'll face the aforementioned 8 gym leaders, Brock with his Rock-type Pokemon, Misty with Water, Lieutenant Surge with Electric, etc. Defeating them will progress the plot and allow you to use more HM moves outside of battle, like cutting down trees and surfing across water that you can use to explore new areas. Which brings me to a great aspect of the franchise, the type advantages. Every Pokemon has 1 to 2 types from the possible 15 types available, and you can learn 4 moves at a time of these various types. And no, this wasn't before the inclusion of dual types. That isn't a fucking thing. Certain types of moves have certain levels of effectiveness on different kinds of Pokemon, and you should ignore all of that and raise your starter till it's so strong that the game mechanics are simply beneath you. A few examples of type advantages are Fire laying waste to Grass but only doing half damage to Water types, Ground having absolutely no effect on Flying type Pokemon, and Psychic being the things that gods fear.
When are you gonna tell him that the game's fucking broken?
All in good time. Now the story of the game is pretty basic. Along your Pokemon journey you'll run into Team Rocket and their leader Giovanni, an evil organization bent on collecting rare and powerful Pokemon as well as stealing Pokemon from trainers. Obviously as the protagonist, you go ahead and beat their asses repeatedly throughout the game. And as I mentioned before, after you've taken care of all of the gym leaders and all the plot bits, built your perfect team and traversed Victory Road, you face the Elite Four. 4 super strong trainers, one right after the other, and become the regional Pokemon Master. Lacking much of a post-game, the only thing left to do in Pokemon Yellow is to collect what's left of the Pokédex in order to do 100% of the game. But that's not necessarily the only thing the game has to offer. Pokemon games from the beginning were built with the link cable in mind. A big intention of the game was for you to battle and trade with your friends. In fact, you need to trade with friends in order to get every Pokemon. In Pokemon Yellow, you can't find Weedle, Kakuna, Beedrill, Ekans, Arbok, Raichu, Meowth, Persian, Coughing, Wheezing, Jinx, Electabuzz, or Magmar. Not to mention some Pokemon within the game that you had to choose between, like the Hitmons and the Evolutions, so you need to trade to 100% of the game. They cornered you. You have to make friends now. So from the outside looking in, it might look like your usual JRPG with healing items and bosses and even tropes like mimics, and you'd be right. But there are a few elements that really make it special to me. First and foremost, I just love the creature designs. If a creature collector doesn't have cool creature designs, then what do you got? Like, honestly, I couldn't even think of a joke for this. And the amount of party variety is astounding. I love how unique one person's team can be from another. If I were to take every Pokemon in this generation, sift out the lower evolutions, Taking into account version exclusives and Pokemon you can't get through normal means, there are still over 106 billion party combinations possible. Please don't check my math, I might be wrong. I definitely think they did a good job directing you through the game too. They give you a gentle push in the right direction with roadblocks that make thematic sense. Hell, there are routes that you can completely forego entirely. I personally found the bike to be more hassle than it's worth, taking up an item slot for something that really only makes you slightly faster and is awkward to use. So I usually skip it, and therefore the entire bike path that requires it. You can just find a different way around. Keep in mind this is before you could set your bike to be used with Select, so I don't want to fucking hear it. I also find the battle system super engaging and strategic. Each Pokemon can learn 4 moves and have their own move pool to pick from. Taking the aforementioned type advantages into account, along with status moves and buffs and debuffs, cause some of us care about those, you can have a lot of fun building teams and strategies. Definitely plenty of mistakes though.
Did I hear my cue?
Yeah man, fire away.
So check it out. Half of the moves in the game were coded wrong. Focus Energy cuts your critical hit rate instead of boosting it. Toxic, when stacked with Leech Seed, would add Toxic's damage multiplier to Leech Seed, making it do ridiculous damage. But then trading out would revert your Toxic Poison just to normal poison? If you ever knocked out your opponent with Hyper Beam, it wouldn't make you have to do the recharge after, and every move had a chance to miss. Even when you got 100% accuracy, your critical hit ratio was based on speed, making fast Pokemon pretty damn broken. If a Pokemon's HP is exactly 255 or 511 below its max HP, recovery moves just fail. The only Dragon-type move in the game does a set amount of damage, meaning it ignores type advantages. And it's not even a lot of damage. Psychic-type was only weak to Bug-type moves, which only had 3 damaging moves. They averaged around 20 power, making Psychic Pokemon absolute monsters. Like, it was so bad, they had to add another type into the sequel to help balance it out.
Yellow version came out after Pokemon Red and Blue, and after the anime had premiered, so they tried to make the game follow along with the anime more, as well as updating sprites and move pools. They let your Pikachu follow you around as you've seen, as well as added a few notable trainers from the anime, and have you run into Jessie and James as you progress. There's also a Surfing Pikachu minigame that you can unlock by getting Pikachu that knows Surf from Pokemon Stadium. Nothing really comes of it, but a high score, but that's pretty rad. But is it any good? It's the first of its kind and it's far from perfect. It's got a mountain of issues, but a lot of things good for it too. It set the standard for the entire creature collector genre. It might be a little hard to play nowadays, but if you got the patience for it, I absolutely recommend it.
Why are you so on the fence about it? Just pick a side.
Okay, fine. I love Pokemon Yellow. I could play it over and over again without getting sick of it, and I've done so in the past. I love the glitches and the imperfections. I find them charming. I tried to be as impartial as I fucking could, and I think I did a pretty damn good job. Give me a freaking break.
Fucking Gen 1er.